everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I have a lot of packages here. I don't even know how many this is. I've been just keeping all of my book packages for the last like 3 months, I think, 2 or 3 months. Most of these are new releases. I have some special editions in here and some books that I don't even remember what books are in this haul because it's been so long. But yeah, I've been really excited to unbox all of these. Like, it's been just killing me just sitting here looking at my packages. Like, I really want to open them and finally get to all of the new releases that everyone has been reading and I've been feeling left out. I'm gonna keep, as always, the boxes for last, and we're gonna start with like the singular book packages. Before we start, comment down below how many books you think will be in this haul. I feel like it has to be close to 40 maybe, but we'll see. So we're just gonna get started. These ones are always the hardest to open. Okay, so this one is from Target. This is just a random one that I bought because of the sprayed edges, but it is The Darkness Within Us by Trisha Levenseller. And Stephanie Garber wrote the blurb on here. So it says, a delicious fantasy full of tension, treachery, and highly addictive romance. So it is super pretty. It is a romantasy. I think it's a series. This one might be the second. This one might be the second in the series, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. But it has super pretty like maps in there. It is absolutely gorgeous. So I'm glad I have this to add to my collection. It's a lot shorter than I thought it would be. Like, I feel like most fantasies are longer than this, but this is a pretty small book. So this is the first book in our haul. And then this one is also from Target. So this is Masters of Death by Olivia Blake. And this one just came out in paperback. And I think it came out a year ago. The hardcover version says there is a game that the immortals play. There's only one rule: don't lose. I have never read a book by her. I have this one and One for My Enemy, but I heard that her books are really, really good. And it has sprayed edges, so that always gets me. Okay, so now we're going to move on to this one from Amazon. So this is Across the Line by Simone Sultani. I think this one just came out from Berkeley, so it's not indie published anymore. This is an F1 Brother's Best Friend romance. I feel like this will just be a fun little read, maybe to break up fantasy series or something. I don't know. And then we have Between Friends and Lovers by Shirlene Obiobi. I've never heard of this author before. I think it was either Allie Hazelwood and Abby Jimenez were raving about this. And same with Emily Henry. So a lot of my favorite authors love this book. It's a swoon-worthy story of love and friendship in the age of social media, where what you see might not be all that you get. So it kind of sounds different than anything I've read. I think it might be like a love triangle, maybe. I don't know. But this one definitely seems interesting. And if all of my favorite authors like it, then maybe I'll like it too. And then we have Forget Me Not by Julie Soto. This one I've read already. It was on Kindle Unlimited. I absolutely loved it, and I love Julie Soto too. She's a wedding planner, and he owns like a floral shop. and they have to work together even though they hate each other. And I definitely recommend this book. It's super good. And then we have The Next Best Fling by Gabriella Games. It says, if you can't be with the one you love, fake date someone else. So it's fake dating. I always love fake dating. I think she's a librarian. He is an NFL player, sounds like. So, librarian and NFL player, it sounds interesting. Okay, then we have From Blood and Ash by Jennifer Lynn Armentrout. This is, I think, like her most popular fantasy series. I have not read a book by her, but I am currently over halfway through Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas, and I feel like I'm going to want to dive into this one after that, maybe because I'm waiting to read Crescent City. But this one I've just heard is amazing, and if you love Sarah J. Maas, you'll love this one, so that's why I bought it, because I'll probably dive into that soon. There's two in here. First one is The Love of My Afterlife by Christy Greenwood. I've been seeing this everywhere. I actually bought this like right before it, I pre-ordered it before it came out, and now that it's been out for like a month or so, I've been seeing it literally everywhere, and I've been just wanting to grab my package and unbox it because I want to read this so bad. It says, a recently deceased woman meets the one in the afterlife waiting room, scoring a second chance at life and love if she can find him on Earth before 10 days are up. So it sounds really intriguing, and definitely nothing that I've read before or even heard of. It kind of reminds me of Happy Place. If you guys have seen that show with, what's her name? I always forget her name, but Happy Place on, is it Happy Place? It has Kristen Bell in it. The Good Place. I'm thinking Happy Place like Emily Henry. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Good Place. That's what it reminds me of. If you haven't seen that, I think it's on Netflix, but it has Kristen Bell in it, and it reminds me of that because there's like an afterlife waiting room and stuff, and yeah, I don't know. And then the next one is The Match by Sarah Adams. This one is just like republished, and there's bonus content, I think. It says revised and expanded edition, and I love Sarah, so eventually I'll get to this one. Okay, so this one is My Roommate is a Vampire by Jenna Levine. This one came out last year, but she's doing like, I don't know if it's a sequel to this one or they're not related, I don't know, but I want to read this one and then read the one that comes out this year, because I always love reading like the fall witchy vampire books during like fall time, like September and October, and this one is just super cute and I've wanted to read it since it came out last year. And then I have The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. This one I haven't seen much about, but the second one comes out, or already came out in July, I think it was. So it's a romantasy. I don't know a lot about it, but I definitely want to read this one. Yeah, it's the second one is The Undermining of Twyla and Frank. So I think there's a third one coming next year too. And then I have Savor It by Tara DeWitt. This one I have been honestly really excited to read. I have not read a book by her, but I have Funny Things. Is that what it's called? Funny Things, I think. It's small town, summary book. That's pretty much all that I know. But it seems like a really cute summary book. Hopefully I can read this before summer's over, now that we're in August. I don't know. Okay, and then we have two by Abby Jimenez. We have Life's Too Short and the Happy Ever After playlist. We're missing the first one, The Friend Zone. I think that should be... Did I already order that? I thought I ordered that, but I don't know. Who knows? But this is her first series. I read Part of Your World, that whole series, a couple months ago, and I will forever love Abby Jimenez. She's like my favorite author now. So I want to get to this one, but I want to slowly move through her books because I only have 3 left now, and I don't want them to be over. So I'll get to those eventually, but I don't know when. On to these ones. This one is from Blackwell's, I think, which you can order. That ships from the UK and it ships to the US for free, so I love ordering from there. So this one is the paperback, like the shorter paperback version of A Curse for True Love, and I've been waiting for this one to match my set that I have. I've been kind of slowly collecting these, but the UK covers are just so pretty. I love all of the details and like the shimmery parts on there, and this is one of my favorite series too, so I have to collect them all, and now I have them all, so that's awesome. Okay, this one is from Barnes & Noble. I have Reckless by Lauren Roberts. This one came out in July. I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. I've not read any of the series yet. I have Powerless is on my TBR cart, and then I have the little novella here as well. And then now I can add this one. This has been one of my most anticipated series, like fantasy series, that I want to start. But I was waiting for this one to come out. So now I can start it, but I don't know when I'll start it, because I feel like after I read like all of Throne of Glass, I'll probably want to just go back to romance for a little bit. Okay, this is another one from Barnes & Noble. So this is Dishonestly Yours by Krista and Becca Ritchie. They're the ones that wrote the Addicted / like Callaway series that I own every book but haven't read. This is like a new series that they have. It says, starting fresh is the only way Phoebe can escape a life of crime, but her best friend's older brother complicates honest dreams in this gripping new series from the authors of the Addicted series. I don't know. I'm not even going to try and explain it because I don't know. Oh, Elsie Silver said, I was absolutely consumed by these characters. You know, the queen says that. You know it's gonna be good. Okay. This one's from Target. I hate these packages. They never open. Great. Okay, this is another one that I have been just dying to read. The X-Files by Jessica Joyce. I read You with a View, which was her debut novel, which is absolutely crazy that it was her first novel, and it was so good. So I heard that this one's even better from some people, so I'm really excited. This one says, estranged exes must stick close together to save their best friend's wedding after a string of disasters in a swoony and steamy second chance romance. I absolutely love her. Definitely recommend both of, or well, I haven't read this one, but I definitely recommend You with a View if you haven't read it. I literally cannot wait to read this. This might be the first one I read after Throne of Glass because I'm just so excited. This one's from Barnes & Noble. This is The Game Changer by Lena Ferguson. This is like the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, which I'll have to take that sticker off. This is a hockey player and a baker. That sounds interesting. I still have yet to read a book by her. I own The Nanny and then The Fake Mate, I think. And now this one. and a lot of people really love her books, so I really want to read at least The Fake Mate soon, because I heard that it's like Bride by Ali Hazelwood, and I love that one. But this one just sounds super cute, and I love that she's a baker. It's just like Hallmark type of Hallmark movie. This is from Barnes & Noble too. Okay, this is Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. I've already read this. I read it on my Kindle. This is the second one in the Lakefront Billionaire series, and then the third one comes out next year, I think. Yeah, I want to say it's next year. This one was not my favorite by her, but still, the cover is super pretty, and I still would have bought it regardless, because if there's a pink cover, I'll buy it. So I have to go through all of my Kindle like notes that I had and tab all of this, and then it'll go on my bookshelf. But okay, this is another one from Barnes & Noble. Another one that I've been dying to read, A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. I love Ashley Poston. I've read all of her books so far except for this one, and they're all pretty much 5 stars in my heart. Her books are just so magical, and I love this cover too. It's super pretty. I love all the colors, but I recommend any of her books too. She's just so unique, and the way she writes is just my favorite. Okay, another one from Barnes & Noble. Lots of Barnes & Noble this haul. There we go. Okay, so we have Foxglove by Adeline Grace. This is the second book in like the Belladonna, that type of series. Yeah, the Belladonna series. I read Belladonna last year, and honestly, I enjoyed it. I think it's definitely probably not for everyone, but I thought it was a good story, and it was different than anything I've personally read. This one takes place right after like the ending of Belladonna, so hopefully I remember enough to just read this, because I don't know if I really want to reread Belladonna, but I guess we'll see how long it takes for me to get to this. But the third one came out in July, I believe, but I always wait till they come out with like the exclusive like paperback edition, so they all match. Another one from Barnes & Noble. Oh my gosh, this is like a brick. That is a thick book. This is Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It's like super glittery and like the gold foil, but this is a long book. I guess it's only like a little over 600 pages, but it seems like it's longer. It says there's forbidden love, dangerous magic, and a secret that could break the kingdom. This is a new series by her, and I've never read a book by her either, but I know a lot of people love her, just like Sarah J. Maas. And this one seems more intriguing to me and more up my alley than her other series, so we'll see. It'll probably be a while till I get to this one, but I definitely liked the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. Super pretty. But yeah, so that's that. And then Barnes & Noble again. This one came out on July 30th, I think. It's The Fiancé Dilemma by Elena Armas. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive. I don't know what is different about it, but I've read The Spanish Love Deception by her and part of the American Roommate Experiment, and I really liked it. I think her books are just easy to read. I think this is fake dating. They have to pretend to be fiancés. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much else to say. Okay, so let's do, this is a special edition from Fairy Loot. I know they do like boxes, like monthly subscriptions, but I can't really commit to that. So I just bought this one book. They have really pretty books, like special editions. Oh my gosh. Okay, these packing peanuts are like... They have really nice packaging though. They want nothing to happen to this book during shipping, which is awesome. Okay. So, speaking of Elena Armas, I bought The Spanish Love Deception, and it is so pretty. The sprayed edges, and then the inside even has that printed. Here's what the front cover looks like. It's like gold foil. The spine is gold foil. Nothing on the back. But this is absolutely stunning. I love the sprayed edges, like the print on there. And if you haven't read it, everything that's on here is like perfect and correlates to that story. It's super pretty. And I love how it's like all of their family members is in the background, if you can see, like on the back. I just love that aspect of it. Okay, we'll start with these boxes. So this is from Amazon. We got 2 new releases. So we have Not Another Love Song by Julie Soto. This one I got the ARC from and I read it on my Kindle, but this is her newest release and I really enjoyed it. They're 2 rival musicians and they kind of compete but also work together, if that makes sense. It was definitely something I haven't read before. I've never read like a musician type of romance. I'm not really like a musical person. I love music, but I've never like played an instrument or anything. But it was really cool to learn more about that stuff. But I loved the main male character. He was one of my favorites. And then I have Business Casual by B.K. Borson, and this one just came like kind of destroyed. It's like all bent right here and this top corner, but it's fine. This is the fourth and final book in her Love Light Farms, or is it Love Light series. They take place like during different seasons, which I think is really cool. There's like a Christmas, like winter theme. This is the fall one, I think. Then there's spring and summer. I haven't read any of them. I've been waiting because Love Light Farms, the one that takes place during like the holiday winter season, I'm waiting to read that one. So I'll get to this one probably next fall, but her series, like that series, is definitely a well-loved series, so I'm excited to start it. Okay, this one's heavy. Okay, we've got quite a few in here. The first one is Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. This is their newest release. This one also came a little dented, but it's fine. I think this one is kind of based off of like Rapunzel, like Tangled, if you've seen that Disney movie, and that's one of my favorites, so I definitely want to read this one eventually. Yeah, it seems like it's kind of like modern day Rapunzel story, so definitely something that's interesting. And then I have The Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. So this one came out in May of this year. So she kind of has 3 that I don't think they're like related to each other at all, but I have been wanting to read a book by her. I just haven't had the chance to get to it. This just seems like a really good summery romance, so maybe eventually I'll get to it, but probably not this summer. And then I have 2 Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. This one I have the One Dark Window. This is the second one. It seems like it's kind of like a gothic dark fantasy. I've just heard a lot of good things about it. This is another fantasy that has been on my TBR for so long, and I've been wanting to get to it. So we'll see, hopefully soon. And then I have A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch. This one I want to read this like fall Halloween time. I think there's like 3 or 4 in this little series. So this is the second one. The first one is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. And then there's going to be a third one this fall time. I just love reading these kinds of books like during fall and Halloween. So excited for this one. Okay, and then we have one from Barnes & Noble. There's two in here. So the first one is Every Summer After by Carly Fortune. This one is probably one that you've seen. I've seen it everywhere. So this one I want to give to as well. Another new release that I've been really wanting to read, because it's one of my favorite authors, Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. This is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, so it's kind of like a shimmery pink color. I think they have to like keep their love a secret too. I don't know if this is, it's one of her STEM, like women in STEM novels. So I always love these. I haven't disliked one of her books, so really excited to get to that one, hopefully soon too. And then we have one from Amazon. There's a couple in here, both new releases. So the first one we have is Birding with Benefits by Sarah T. Dubb. I don't know if this is a debut novel or if I just haven't heard of her books before. So she is newly divorced and wants to take an adventure. She agrees to pose as a stranger's girlfriend for a day. So it's a bird watching competition. I don't even know. I don't know. I'm not going to try to explain it. But I've seen some people talk about this and say they really liked it. So we will see. It does seem really cute and unique. And then I have Leather and Lark by Bryn Weaver. This is the second book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. The first one is The Butcher and Blackbird, and then there's this one, and then I can't remember what the third one is called. But this is the newest one that came out. I still have yet to read Butcher and Blackbird. I want to get to this whole series eventually too. Eventually I'll get to all these. Okay, then we have a big box from Amazon. Okay, there's a lot in here. And there's one that's dented too. Awesome. Okay, so we'll start with the dented one. This is Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I haven't read a book from her, but she is very well loved, and this book especially, a lot of people love it. But she just got published, I think, so they all got new covers. But yeah, I'm really upset about that dented corner, but it's fine, I'll survive. I think this is Unexpected Pregnancy, and that always makes me nervous because I don't really enjoy that trope as much. But with this book, I'll give it a chance because it is so well loved. And then the other book by Hannah Bonham Young are these two. I think this is the first one, Next of Kin and then Next to You. I don't know what these are about. It celebrates the gift of found family, the wonder of falling in love, and the beautiful work of building a life together. And then this one says, two friends battle feelings for each other as they work together to renovate a school bus into a home in this charming romance novel. A lot of her books are just super emotional and have a lot of feelings involved. They're not like just easy romances, I've heard. But I've been wanting to read a book by her, so I just got all of them. And then I have The Friendship Study by Ruby Barrett. This one I haven't seen anyone talk about. So it looks like they both agree to take this psychological like friendship study. That's pretty much all that I'm getting from this. And then This Spells Love by Kate Robb. It says a young woman tries to heal her heartbreak by casting a spell to erase her ex from her past. If only we could all do that. but wakes up in an alternate reality in which she's lost more than she wished for in this witty, whimsical Friends to Lovers debut. This one I kind of just bought because, again, it's like a witchy, fall, perfect book. It says, Emily Henry, fans take note. You will be utterly charmed by this marvelous debut. So, the cover is really cute, too. And then the last book in this box is Play Along by Liz Tomford. This is the 4th book in her Windy City series. This one's about Kennedy and Isaiah. And I've so far read the first 2. So I have Caught Up and then this one that I need to read. But so far I've loved that whole series. So, and then our last package is from Blackwell's again. I'm really excited about this one. That's why I saved it for last. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm like sweating. Okay, so Stephanie Garber, which if you guys know me, you know that I love her books, especially the Caraval series. So she has this new like special edition, and I have the first 3 right here. They are seriously so pretty. So here's Caraval. It's like that super pretty gold like foiling. The spines are my favorite. And then the covers, they're different places that take place in that book. So this is Casabian's Clocks. And then the spine is also foil. There's nothing on the back. She is coming out with the novella called Spectacular this fall, which the second I get that book, I'm reading it. I don't care. So they're all gonna match. And I couldn't pass this up. I seriously, if there's any special edition of Caraval or that whole series, I'm going to buy it because that's how much I love that series. It's like literally my favorite. And then here's Legendary. And then the front is Elentine's Most Wanted, which that takes place in this book. And then the spine, and then Finale. And then the front is Jack's Gambling Den. Every time I see Jack's name, I'm like, oh, I love him. And then the spine. They're seriously so pretty. They did get bent from packaging, but they shipped all the way from the UK, so what can you expect? Either way, they're going to be displayed probably by the spines, because I think that's honestly my favorite part, all of them together. And then the novella Spectacular will be on this side, but they are so pretty. This is like my favorite that I got. Okay, yeah, those are all the books that I got. So now we're gonna count them. So if you haven't yet, put your guesses down below. Okay, do you have your guesses? It was 44 books total. So I think that's my biggest haul yet that I've done. 44 books is crazy. Like, I have a problem, but I am super excited about every book that I got. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Now that I unboxed all these, every book package that I get now will be saved for the next unboxing, which I think will probably be around November. So stay tuned for that. I try to do an unboxing every 2 to 3 months, depending on how many packages I have. But otherwise, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!